Okay, so I found a quiet spot because someone said something to me the other day, and I think it was just, reflecting, just checking in on my situation and just saying, wouldn't you like something a lot more stable and solid? I was like, well, yeah, of course, that is the goal in some ways, to have a solid foundation or a stable space. But when you go through unexpected life events, things happen. And it made me start to think about safety, and it is all an illusion. It's a form of control when we think that nothing ever bad is going to come towards us. It's a form of control when we try to dictate how our life is every single day, like who we allow in, when they come, what we... And I don't mean in terms of boundaries and barriers, but I mean like negative things, like trouble is never going to find us again. Like that is ultimately where we grow, and we're just limiting ourselves when we start trying to control everything. Now, control is going to be interpreted very differently by different people who have either experienced trouble or challenge, or been, emotionally, verbally, physically abused, or dealt with narcissists or whoever, because control can manifest in lots of different forms in the physical realm, intentional and non-intentional. There's obviously always a little bit of control in anyone because we're trying to survive and live. But at the end of the day, like if we're constantly in fear that something's going to topple over this tower that we've built ourselves, away from trouble, away from strife, away from this, that and the other, it's going to come crashing down. Like, especially in the worlds that we're moving into, and the energies that literally, it's the first time. Well, some people don't believe that, but for me, or how I'm observing it, one thing that I'm thinking is that we've never been here before. It could go anywhere. Something could happen tomorrow, and we've never globally, collectively experienced that. Like, it could all just go to shit tomorrow, or it could all end up in the Garden of Eden tomorrow. Like, it could go either way. And so wanting stability or safety, and obviously that is as imperative to sort of feel safe and emotional safety with the people that we're around. If we can't get emotional safety off the people that we are in close contact with, i.e. it's empathy, like someone else putting themselves in your position and seeing life from your shoes, i.e. people that don't understand what I've been through, expecting me to just be, doing things at the drop of a hat when I'm carting everything around on my back at the minute. And I'm not a victim. I don't share my story on here to get anyone's sympathy, because I don't want sympathy or pity. I want empathy I don't want it. It's nice to have empathy from people that we love after having gone through something, that everybody goes through. And it's very bright here, I can't really see what I'm filming. So yeah, it just basically brought me to a place of thinking, if that is all we strive for, stable, just to be safe, it's quite a limiting view of life. And I like adventure. I am a risk taker. I've said before in my videos, I'm not a twat. I try to take calculated risks. Well, it was actually so interesting as the Gene Keys today put out something about trying. You're either doing or you're not doing. So trying, does that really exist as a concept? I don't know. I need to look more into that and look at the book and stuff. But I found that quite interesting because, yeah, we're either not doing or doing, and we're either being or not being. And with this comment, it just sort of made me realise that there are people that haven't actually got a clue who I am, and that's painful when you love these people. And when I say these things, it comes across as being personal, but it's not. Like, I am Shaman, and when you awaken to this spiritual calling, or this energy that has awoken inside of me that will not allow me to go back to a life that I once knew, because I do not feel comfortable. it puts me at ill ease, and so I'm not going to put myself around anybody that is going to make my energy feel like it's going to make me sick. Now people might think I was a drama queen and all that. No, as a highly sensitive person, we do feel things differently to other people. And so without having to explain or over-splain, woman-splain, man-splain, whatever, how we feel all the time, we ride with the people that get us, and we don't ride with the people that don't get us. That is as simple as that. You know, we have to connect with who we connect with, but I don't do things in the normal way. And it does put people that I genuinely thought had wanted to be friends and things, turn out, oh mate, he's chatting. People that I genuinely thought wanted to be friends actually probably just want to be in the know of things that are in my life, because I'm quite a different person, and I obviously change shit online, so sharing certain things, and so people feel like they're, well, it's like reality TV, but it's not. And so people get obsessed with the other, and I'm not saying people are obsessed with me, but I have had stalkers, and all that shit's part and parcel of when you start to share your story in public. But I've been told to do this. As I said before, people might get tired of me repeating and explaining things the same way. I don't really care, but I want to crush the illusion that safety is or stability is attainable at all times, because that's just an illusion, and I don't want to live in an illusion. And that is why my desire to create a life that resonates with me and my soul will never end until I find it. And I'm not forcing, I'm not striving, I'm not pushing in any way, because I naturally do. And obviously, being a woman on her own, you fall into the masculine strength, and that energy, the warrior energy, balanced with the yin, the feminine flow, can take us where we need to go. And obviously don't really want to be doing it on our own, but I realise I am shaman, so it does. I'm a weird being. I'm a different energy. I see and hear things differently now, being around certain people, and I feel their darkness, I feel their uncomfortability around me. What do they say? Do they say this? Don't they say that? I mean, all I really invite is authenticity and honesty in all of my relationships. And if people mistake that as me being arrogant or whatever, I don't care. People can call me arrogant, you can call me all the names under the sun. It's just a distraction from you creating the life that you want for yourself, really, isn't it? And so we can't live for other people. We can't pretend that their life is something that we want. We can't deny ourselves feelings that are beyond words. It's all an illusion. And I'm not a hippie, I'm not saying, money, we don't need this. No, I'm a practical person. I've just gone through some serious initiations. I am embracing my full shaman nature. And so do people think, don't you just want a simple, don't you just want a normal, stable life? I cannot do that. It is not possible for me. Where it might be possible for other people, if people are happy, that's all I want for other people. Happiness. I am not happy doing that. My soul has not been satisfied doing that for 38 years on the planet. And so now I get a chance to revisit things with an awakened knowledge in me that is giving me the force to push through and to crush through all of the blockages that ever held me back. And unfortunately, that's to other people's detriment. Other people's aren't really happy about that. But we can only heal for ourselves, and this shaman healing power, I know the energy that I have to bring to the people. those who are warmed to my energy and want to work with me and feel healing energy around me, cool, without ego. If they don't, then I guess I'm never going to see these people again. We're at a point in history where energy conservation, that can be through silence and not speaking. And also, I'm not someone like, I don't do text conversations. Like all of these phones and these gadgets and social media, we do have to be aware of our use of them, because without rabbiting on and wanting to be preachy and lectury, it's just, we need to be able to hold space for ourselves. Like, I'm not going to be having text conversations because it was invented to be like, okay, how are you? Cool. Like, are you free to talk? Like, are you free to meet? Let's meet up. Like, it's a masculine tool. Like, it's a logistical tool. It's not a communication tool in a way of, because text and words can be so misunderstood, unless videos are better because we can see eye contact and we can talk through things. But ultimately, like, never going to be able to have a disagreement or a conversation over text. Like, it's just, well, you can't air grievances over text messaging. It's toxic, setting the relationship up for failure. And some people use that as forms of control. Like, you can only be in contact with them on their time and on their view. And some people think that that's me. I'm like, if anyone calls me, if I don't pick it up, I'll call them back. If I pick up, great, we're chatting. But all these expectations of like you being available 24/7 is what's damaging the people, because the power now, and that was a bit of a tangent, is energy conservation. And so that means shutting up, because talking is tiring. Like, being by ourselves and harnessing our energy is liberating. Observing ways that we've acted in the past and how we can move forward on a better foot is powerful. Like, we're not going to get things right all the time. Wherever there are people, there is always going to be unsafety. Like, we all come with our own programmings and damaging and all of this stuff. But where you see light in someone, where you can see love and feel someone's heart space, or you have to walk away from people that you love. It's difficult. But anyway, this is my shaman life. I'm never turning back on it, because this is, spirit, God, source energy, whatever. If you get these messages come through and you don't honour them, I'll die. That is as simple as that. And maybe that's me being a wild, feminine, over dramatic, but I can't exist in any other way. And either people level up with me or tell me to fuck off and just never see me again, because I'm not falling asleep on myself again. I'm not pretending that I'm happy with a life that I once had. And so I just disappear for a while, do my own things, get called to the jungle, get called to the forest, whatever. Spirit, the fae, elementals, everyone's talking to me at the minute. You heard the crows, it's not a coincidence. You might think it is because birds are everywhere, but whatever. Safety's an illusion. I don't want to live in illusion. Please, let's try not to create more illusions around the ways that we live and about the human interactions that we have, or the relationships around us. Like, most of them are bullshit. No offence. Some people just want to be friends because of what they can get and take from you. Some people want to be your friend because you're not doing as well as them in life, so they just like the form of being higher or above you. Some people just want to be your friend because you get free things from them. Some people want to be your friend just because you look nice or you've got a good body. They use you. Some people want to be your friend because of your energy. Yet they don't want to even extend the courtesy of like simple pleasantries. And I don't do bullshit. I don't do small talk. But genuine like respect and kindness is not to be taken for granted. When I saw that quote, one day you'll understand respect is more important than love. well, that hit me like a ton of bricks, because I have followed my passion and my heart through my life, and I've always acted that way because that is the only way that I've known to act. And obviously with this self-observation work, I have realigned emotional imbalances as much as I can up until this point, and we continue every day up until the next point. But I don't know, I feel like there's some huge downloads coming. This energy's like, I don't have headaches, but when we get headaches, we know stuff is being received in the brain or the third eye. And yeah, I'm not going to film for film's sake. 1545. Bless up. Try to eliminate any illusions. And don't give up on the life that you want.